When you think of a snake, chances are you also think about its venom and how it could kill you. But snakes are not the only toxic animals on the planet. No. Almost every class of animals has species that are toxic in one way or another. So, here are 10 extremely toxic animals in no particular order. Inland taipan. Inland taipan, also known as western taipan, has the most potent venom of any snake. Its venom is so powerful that just one bite from this snake can potentially kill 100 grown adults. Although a very potent killer, human deaths are extremely rare due to the snake's shyness and the existence of a general-purpose antivenom that also works for the inland taipan bites. Brazilian huntsman. Brazilian huntsman belongs to the Brazilian wandering spiders genus, a group of spiders that are the most toxic spiders in the world. Arguably, the Brazilian huntsman has the most potent venom out of all of them. These spiders hunt during the night and go somewhere shady for the day, a pretty common behavior among wandering spiders. But the fact that they are often inside human settlements and are extremely aggressive, instances where a human gets bitten are not uncommon. Luckily, there is an antivenom readily available though, and thus fatalities are rare. Irukandji jellyfish. Don't let the small size of this blob of water fool you. Its venom is sometimes considered to be the most powerful venom that an animal produces. Lucky for us though, due to its small size, if you get stung by only 1 or 2 of these, you will probably not die, but in a few hours you will be in severe pain and have other complications like constant vomiting and high blood pressure. Even though this jellyfish doesn't have an impressive mortality rate, getting stung multiple times may still prove fatal. King Cobra. Not actually a cobra, the king cobra is a 4 meter or 13 foot long venomous snake. Even though its venom is not the most powerful venom, the amount of venom this snake-eating snake injects with a single bite is enough to kill 20 humans in around 15 to 45 minutes. The only way to escape the paralysis, coma, and eventual death is to receive a substantial amount of antivenom immediately after getting bitten. Maricopa harvester ant. You would have guessed that the most toxic insect species would be some wasp, but in fact, if we merely measure the toxicity of the venom, the Maricopa harvester ant shines as the most toxic insect. 12 stings may be enough to kill a rat, but for these buggers to be able to kill you, well, you would have to fall asleep right on top of their nest. But trust me, you'll know when you are about to fall asleep on their mound. In humans, the stings induce extreme pain that can last for hours. Palutoa toxica. Palutoa toxica, also known as Limumeko hana, Hawaiian common name for the seaweed of death from Hana, produces a toxin called palutoxin, which is considered to be one of the most dangerous toxins in the world. The toxin messes up the sodium and potassium exchange in our cells, which means that any cell affected is rendered useless and eventually killed. Usual symptoms are muscle spasms and breathing complications, and in case of larger doses, death thanks to heart failure. Reef stonefish. The reef stonefish, or as most people know, just simply stonefish, is the most venomous fish species that we know of. The 13 spikes on its back are all just waiting to become a needle to inject you with a paralyzing venom. Since this fish is found around coral reefs and they blend into the environment so well, it is not uncommon for humans to step on one of these, causing extreme pain, tissue damage, and even death. You know what I think? I think this guy got the last place at a beauty contest and is now so bitter about it that it actually turned toxic. Russell's viper. Vipers are one of the most numerous snakes to bite humans annually. Russell's viper, also known as chain viper, is one of the more toxic ones. A bite causes tissue damage or necrosis, severe pain, swelling, kidney failure, and in some cases death. There is an antivenom, but if you are too late to use it, then in case of bigger doses of venom, you can say bye-bye to your leg or hand or whatever part of you got bitten. I can think of at least one place I would not want to get bitten above all other places on my body. Yeah. Sea wasp. sea wasp is one of many so-called box jellyfishes. Remember the Irukandji jellyfish? Yeah, that one is also a box jellyfish. Unlike the Irukandji though, the sea wasp is quite big, with tentacles reaching lengths up to 3 meters or 9 feet. Every year people get stung, and depending on the severity of the sting, the person might not even make it to shore before they fall into shock and drown. But even if you get to shore, you are not out of it yet, because any part of the tentacle still caught on you will keep stinging you, which could still prove to be fatal. There is an antivenom, though sometimes the hospitals that have the antivenom might be too far and you might still not make it. The box jellyfishes are credited for killing over 5,000 people in the last 60 years. Golden poison frog. To finish this list off, let's look at a colorful and cute little frog that can kill you even if you touch it. The golden poison frog was and still is used by indigenous people to poison darts and arrows to more easily hunt and kill hostile creatures. One frog holds enough toxins to kill upwards to 20 people, but since most people who have a chance to see this frog know better but to touch it, casualties are quite rare. Even though extremely toxic, it does not produce its own poison, however. It gains its toxicity by eating insects that in turn have gained their toxicity by eating certain plants. That means that frogs held in captivity for a long time, or that have been born in captivity, are actually safe to touch. So here you have it, 10 extremely toxic animals that we know of. If you enjoyed the video you just saw, consider liking it and sharing it with your friends. I upload new lists every Friday, so if you wish to be notified of new lists, then make sure to subscribe. Until the next time, I bid you all a farewell.